I'm still hot and sweaty. I'm just putting some clothes away, so I thought I'd come and sneakily just come and have a little mini chat. More of a very, very quick chat. Because people might ask questions on this, I don't know. But yeah, I've entitled it the greatest. I think I've put the greatest blockbuster ever because it is the greatest blockbuster ever. There's just a couple of things I wanted to bring up, which were the lightning that a lot of us saw in the UK, and I put the videos up. John Wedger on the Charlie Ward show, which some people might be going, what? Obviously, because I know there's people who follow Brian Harvey, and what we found out, obviously, about that person that Charlie Ward's had on. Not that I'm that fussed, because, like I said, that's light and all that. If anyone's there, say hi. And also, and someone else he's just brought up actually that I only came across the other day, but somebody called Max, somebody or other, I can't remember who it was, on Laura Eisenhower the other day, didn't lie with me what he said. He was talking about like Satanism, a group that he was in. But it's just something he said about Q again, because I thought these people who do not research know nothing about Q. So it's not that I said I wasn't resonating what he was saying about Satanism. What he was saying about Satanism, or whatever it was that he was talking about, is nothing new to me, and I doubt it's nothing to do with other people. That side of things to me, which is part of the deep state, is pretty obvious what they do. They're connected from source, and they think they're above the Most High, and they don't believe in doing. You know, to me, it's what side you stand on at the end of the day. You know when you're doing good. You know when you're doing good, and you know when you're doing bad. Thank you, Shirley. You know when you're doing good, and you know when you're doing bad. People who pretend they don't know what they're doing, deep inside, you know when you're doing something bad. So they go against universal law. It's pretty simple. So what he said on Laura Eisenhower's show, I was just like, well, yeah. But I'll go into that in a minute, because I was just like, what? Hi, Aquarium in the house. Also, Atlantis Shrugged, who Charlie Freak, let's get the two Charlies right, was talking about. Watched that film last night. It was ace. You can so tell it's a white hat film. Maybe, like Charlie Freak said, maybe pushed by John, because, I mean, who is John Galt? John Galt! I watched it last night. I was like, oh my God, so relevant for today. It was ace. And the awakening is the path to enlightenment, and even the Q awakening is a path to enlightenment. Depends how you look at it. Hi, Judgment Day. Hi, AA. All right, Dolly Hope all as well. Yeah, brilliant. It's just a quick chat. So, the lightning the other day in the UK, because I know some of you are not from the UK. Libra scales here. Aha, I'm a Pisces. We've got balance in the house. Justice. Yeah, it was really weird, because I think we've had 3 nights of it. It was happening last night, but not as strong as the first one. The first one, and I put the videos up, I filmed them from my house. You didn't hear a lot of lightning. You didn't hear a lot lightning, thunder. It was just weird. I thought it was weird. A lot of people were saying it was weird. It was a bit like what the lightning looked like over New York City a few weeks ago when Q put the column thing up. And then I did put the video up of the column, and someone said it could be a video, it could be that. Even my partner was like, yeah, it could be this, it could be that. I was like, it doesn't, yeah, it could be, but it doesn't. But then someone on my street down the road, I think I put the video up as well, got the same thing on their camera, like a column, and then the light flickering from one side to the other. That wasn't my camera flickering or that person's camera flickering. Hi, Mark. That was the actual lightning, the light, the sky. We saw shooting stars as well, which I think were part of the comets or whatever's going on. Just makes me think of a galactic war sometimes. You're like, just made me think of, in my head, Tesla power, because generators and stuff going on there. But that's just me. Last night's were mega real booms. P.S. I'm a Libra as well. Aha. Yeah. So I think there's more going on than people think there's going on. We'll get told it's something else, but I don't go along with that. There's many weird things going on, and everyone said it was pretty weird. You can tell by the film that I filmed and someone on the same street around the corner filmed. Something going on. And then in my head the other day, I didn't tell you, when I get a song in my head, I had the song Something Like a Phenomena. Then my partner said, oh, have you seen? I didn't even say I had that song in my head. Have you seen the film Phenomena with John Travolta in it? I said, no. Went and watched it. I was like, oh, it's got a bit of magnetism in there. Those powers that we have. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I'd never seen it in my life. I was like, oh, this is a good film. Hi, Carol. So anyway, that was about the lightning. I'll be chatting about more that next week. This is just a quick chat and of just what I've been seeing. Um, and I'll go into the greatest movie in a minute, which I'll probably bring up on Monday again when I've actually got the Twitter tweet. I haven't got the Twitter tweet because my tablet's downstairs, my son's got it, and I'm on my phone. So I came across apparently Charlie Ward, who I do shout out because he has people on his channel, was interviewing John Wedger. Now, I'm not going through the whole story with John Wedger because some of you may like him, some of you may not. I'm not sure about him because if you know Brian Harvey, some people will know him, like him or not like him. What he's brought up about him, it doesn't sound that good. And I know there's good and bad on both sides, but just because people are policemen and all that doesn't mean that they're all holy. Do you know what I'm saying? Because those up highs in those places are part of these, let's say, nefarious things that are going on. Yeah, so, you know, I have obviously been in them chats. I've actually spoke to Brian Harvey myself. But I don't go into all that because I don't follow all that because we know stuff's coming out. You know, yeah, I know what you meant, AA, I know what you meant. So I'm not saying he is or he isn't because I like I've heard the story about it, and we know that just because somebody's wearing a white coat or a policeman, they're a policeman, doesn't mean that they're all good because we know most hide in the high up places in them places. That's all I'm saying. Don't know if Charlie Ward knows that, maybe just gets people on. So I'm not saying either way. I'm just saying that, like, we will see the people who stand for what side they stand for. Just like in the film not Atlantis, Atlas Shrugged. They do say that at the beginning of the film and you can see who the characters are in that film. I'll have to go through it on Monday. You know, there'll become a point in time when you will have to decide what side you stand on. So to me, it's all coming out in the light anyway. So if you are nefarious and you're part of something nefarious, you're going to be seen whether you're trying to make out that you're good or not. A lot of people have got a red flags up against because I've been noticing it. Hi, Von Craig. Hi, Linda. About Charlie Ward himself, because how it's grown that quick. I'm not saying he is or he isn't. I'm saying again, all will be seen. But like I said the other day, there are people that act like they know everything. They get good people on, so people believe them, and then they twist right at the end, just like Alex Jones did, and just like somebody Steele. Can't remember what his name is. My dad said the other day. They do that for a reason. I'm not saying he is before people get on my case. I'm just saying, yeah, questionable. Thank you. You've got to question everything. I'm not saying he is because I do watch him, but I keep my beady eyes on people and I'm just watching the show unfold because this is the greatest blockbuster ever movie ever. I'm going to go into that again in a minute, and this is just a quick chat. But yeah, just like I said before, on Laura Eisenhower, she had someone called Mark Passo or something, who was going on about he used to be in a satanical group and went through his story. But halfway through, he did say he thinks Q's a psyop. Most people say that who do not research it, and I'll say that wholeheartedly. All you out there that say that do not research it properly and you don't understand it. Yeah, David Steele, thank you. You don't understand it. He said that there are not a lot of people awake. There's more and more people awakening every day. There's a lot more people than he thinks are awake. He also said the people who are onto Q are not doing anything. Well, he's wrong because Q people are patriots around the world, and yes, they are standing up, and yes, they are taking action as well. So he's dead wrong there. But then he said at the end, and I'm just bringing this up, yeah, I'm not a mark. Something about his energy. I'm not saying he's wrong on things that he's brought out, but what you've just said there, Monica, didn't feel into his energy. Not saying he's wrong, but he doesn't know about Q. He doesn't see what it is. That's fine. A lot of people don't. But at the end, he started going on about, oh, people don't know how multi-layered this is, and they don't know it goes to deep state, and they don't know it's this and that. We do. A lot of us do. A lot of us on Q know because we've gone through this with Q. You don't even have to be onto Q to know all that. So he is wrong. And he was a bit like, I get depressed sometimes. I thought, yeah, because you're fearing. You obviously don't know that there's more and more people waking up and why Q came in. Because this is, again, the people who call it a psyop don't understand what's going on. And the reason why it's called, I'm saying this is the greatest blockbuster alive in time, blockbuster. When I can't wait till Julie, wait till that. Yeah, his energy, I didn't feel it either. Each to their own and all that. But why I'm calling it the greatest blockbuster. Now, Q said at Christmas, ages before Christmas, get your popcorn in and watch the show. I've been saying for ages, a lot of us know that it's a movie that we're watching in 3D. with the mainstream media and everything. We've already won this. We've won. A lot of people can't get their heads around the fact that they think that the system isn't falling and they can never get in because they've always been in time. Well, you're wrong. They are. They have. We have won this. This is a movie being played out. The reason why it's being played out the way it is, why it has to be done the way it is, because the people need to be shown to wake up. And that's what's happening. It's a drip effect. And even though some of it feels shit, that's the way it has to be done. Now, someone's twittered something out about this, and I'm going to read it out to you next time I'm on, because I haven't got it on me at the minute. And this person, I don't know when this person got into queue, they're like, oh, I think I've got it. I think I realised it is a movie being played out. I'm like, yes, it is. Most of us know that. That's why I said I'm not worried at the end of the day. I don't go and research a lot on it now. I can see it happening. It's all being played out and it's all being unfolded the way it has to be. It's still got to be played out until, it's got to be played out until the end, but it's a movie being played out until the end because it'll wake everybody up. The last people, will wake up in the end, but it is a movie being played out. A lot of us, see, some people are taking part in all the, I'm just like, it's hard, and it's hard when you're around people that are not awake to it, but I'm like, it's the greatest movie ever. Like, are you seeing what's going on? Yeah, it's deprogramming the masses. Thank you, Monica. It is. This is what people don't understand. The people are not into Q. They don't understand what it is. They haven't researched properly. They don't go into all the research because it's not just looking at Q drops and looking at people who do the Q drop. There's great truthers out there doing decoding the codes and everything. It's much more than that. It's very, very layered, and even one Q drop means so many, the numbers and everything. Like I said, a lot goes back to the Kennedys. People don't understand that. So when people say it's a psyop, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I will say that it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, the only psyop that wakes you up. Like the Mark guy who was on Laura Eisenhower, putting stuff out like he thinks we don't know. It's like, we knew all of that anyway. It's nothing new under the sun there, which most stuff isn't. But just saying, he thinks there's a tiny, tiny portion of people awake. It's like, really? And the Q people aren't doing anything. Really? Patriots around the world? Yeah, okay. So, like I said, chill your beans, people, and just watch the biggest show. It's like the Showman, The Greatest Showman, that film. It is like that. Trump will be known as a hero. Some people are going to get triggered about that because he stood up and did something and said something. But he is the light that shows the way of, he's showing people in real time, and then they go and research because they get triggered by stuff. That's how triggering works anyway. Hi, Lois. Yeah, I've just been told off someone close to me that someone else has just woke up. That I've got friends around me waking up anyway, but they've just said again today, your Janine is quite like the way she puts stuff out. She can be quite like sometimes like, and I'm like, yeah, because I've been on it a long time, and sometimes I do get frustrated. Pardon me for being human. And they've just said, but they've just said to us today, you know what though? I do see what she's saying now, and I do believe what she's saying about certain things. And I was like, it's happening. We know it's happening. We know it's happening, but it is the greatest show ever. It's just like amazing. You can look at it in a really negative light if you wish to, because yes, it does seem quite shitty, and there are shitty things going on and something within the mainstream media. But I don't know if you've noticed a bit of mainstream have changed. It's just making me laugh. I'm just like, oh. And like I said, if you watch Atlas Shrugged, I think there's three of them. They were books anyway. It's all in there. I mean, who is John Galt is like saying who's Q, who's Q. We don't need to know who Q is. Everyone, well, I need to know this. There's a lot of people who are very factual out there, very, facts. Like we need to know. Like we need to know what good source is. We need to know. We don't actually need to know. But like I said, all of this boils down to what side you stand on. That guy on Laura Eisenhower going on about the Satanism and all that. Yeah, they're people who are disconnected from source. They don't believe in it. They think you just die and that's it. They're not interested. They think they live above like universal law. They think that, like he did say, I mean, that's nothing new to me. Oh, we can make our own rules up. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. If it's bad, it's good to us. We can do this. No, you know what's good and bad. You know universal law. You know when you've done something wrong. So yeah, that guy on the show was like, energy did not resonate at all. Not saying he was lying about what he was a part of and he's out of it, just the whole thing that he couldn't see what Q was, and saying right at the end that there's not enough people waking up, and he more or less to me sounded more doom and gloom than anything. I thought that's not what's happening though. I mean, look at the skies, look at this stuff that's happening. It's like You know, Gaia's shaking us up. You've got the cosmic above shaking us up. You've got flipping, just reminded me of Space Force. Like I said, all that lightning just reminded me of Nikola Tesla, energy changing, which it is doing. You know, you've got Schumann resonance going on, which it is doing. Generators, people, free energy. We are free, but everything's got to roll out the way it has to because of the people who are asleep or because of the people who are awakening. This is for them. This is for them to wake up. Us who have woke up, we're just trying to get on. We're trying to do our, we're trying to do our inner work. There's a lot of people out there said they've done their inner work. Well, they're still doing it. Um, it is for our inner work, but this is for them now to wake up. So don't worry too much about it. Who you think's not waking up, or your family, this, that, the other. It's a show being rolled out, and I've been shouting out for ages. I can see it moving very quickly. So that guy saying that, don't know where his head's at. But there's people out there that don't want to look into it because they're concentrating on themselves and the spirituality side of it, but they don't know because they don't see that. Like I said, I can see both because I've been in both. Yeah, of course they'll wake up, so don't worry about it. I don't know if he is AA, but he's being told what to do anyway. At the end of the day, like I said, dark to light, all will be seen in the light, and all those working for the nefarious, the ones that are just scraggling along at the minute, they'll be seen as well. All will be seen in the light. Hi, Linda. Everybody, Dolly, check out Freedom Force. Battlation, is it? And yeah, Santa Surfing's great. She's really good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, if you pick up the best bits, I mean, this is the best time to be alive. It's amazing to watch all this go on, even though, like I said, some of it seems really bad, but it's a battle. We've been in a war. People don't know that we've been in a war since we never got out of the war since World War Two. It's been a silent war on your mind, body, and the last one was spirit. They can't take spirit away. They've got us with our food. People are going on about fluoride now that didn't believe it before, as like I told you. But it's just like people just don't have the spirit of like, why can't these dark forces being taken down? They'll never be taken down. Why not? And if not, why not now? Well, it is because people are waking up. They can't. I've said this before. You can't have a secret societies and things hidden away, which I'd say are underground, an underground civilization. Because I tell you what, there is. I mean, we've all know there's been an underground, and they're going about the dark underground, the underground, oh, what did they call it? Well, we all know there's underground places all over the world, and we know what's been going on down there. That's all surfacing as well. Talk about civilizations as above, so below. Maybe where they're above because we're on top of the earth, and then you've got all that shit going on within inner Earth. The cloud I saw on Tuesday was Trump again. I swear he was pointing his finger out at what looked like aliens. Well, you know what I mean? All that side of it as well, Lois. And people don't understand there's other things going on, which I truly believe there is. People can snigger, people can laugh, but, it gets crazy and crazy. So I was saying it's like the best show ever. The other night I saw blue lightning. That was Carol. That's what I was saying. It was blue. And if anyone remembers, if you're into Q, and Q put the picture up of a Q-shaped lightning over New York, and there was a column of light, and it was blue. That's what I said to Pan. I went, it was blue though. People don't understand when they're not following stuff. I said it was blue. For some reason, it reminds me of Nikola Tesla. It just reminds me of Nikola Tesla. Magnetism. It just reminds me of Nikola Tesla. Energy's changing, free energy. I'm just speaking out loud how that's how I see it. People can go, oh, and there was a column. Well, there was a column in my film that's what I filmed, and then someone around the corner filmed the same thing the day after, and I was like, yep, 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 yep. And check out Blessed to Teach as well. I will, thank you, Linda. I check a lot of stuff out if I remember, but yeah, there's loads of things going on. Like I said, it's a great. There's so much. It's the greatest show. Yeah, the clouds are cool. The greatest show ever. Well, we were lay outside on the grass in the garden. We were watching it, and it was like, wow. And then we saw shooting stars, which I think was some of the comets. And it was just, we did see something that I thought, what's that? But you need to look up to the sky more, people. If it's not raining, get outside, lie down, and just watch the sky. But that's been amazing, and that's just it was coming through my bedroom the first night, 2 or 3 days ago, and I was like, what's that? What's that? But yeah, right, Dolly, I got to get back to work. Sadly, catch you on next week. One people, peace and love, shock booms. Yeah, thanks, AA. Blessed to Teach us all about the dumb. Yeah. See, I don't watch a lot of stuff on the dumbs and stuff like that now because I know about it all. Because I am trying to concentrate on myself as well, but Yeah, it was amazing to watch, and I felt really excited. I've been feeling really excited. It's really hot and sweaty, but I'm feeling excited. It's a bit like wars being battled out, do you know what I mean? But like I said, we've been in a war since forever. And the last one was, like I said, mind, body, and spirit. The last one they were trying to take away was spirit, but they can't. They can't. We've got a lot of fight in spirit, lots of flashes, but you capture some good shots. Yeah, I mean, some of them I couldn't capture, and my phone's not brilliant. And you know, sometimes you stood there filming for ages, and then as soon as you switch camera off, it goes, and you're like, oh no. I went to a park the other day and I was laughing because it went through the gate and it had a lion on each side, which some they do, but I just thought eight lions gate. I had like a weird little creature in the bedroom last night, there was something on the side and I thought it was a moth and it was a baby and it was a bit green and I was thinking, what the hell's that? And when I looked, I took it outside on a tissue. It's very, very tiny. It jumped and I think it was a baby grasshopper. And I was like, what? What's a baby grasshopper doing in my bedroom? But I looked up the spiritual meaning for it and I'll have to read it out. It was very interesting. Grasshopper. My little grasshopper. Oh. It was a grasshopper. It was weird. It was, I swear, it was a baby grasshopper. It was the tiniest, tiniest little thing with black eyes. And I was like, that was weird. It was really weird. It was really weird. So, yeah. So I'm going to try and do a meditation after and see what I get in, because I haven't done one for a couple of days. Or did I do one the other day? Can't remember. 33 in the house and number 8, infinity. Had a grasshopper last night too. Really? What, in your bedroom? Was it a baby one? It was mad. And a red dragonfly. I've never seen a massive red dragonfly when I was on the park the other day. And full enough, I was looking at spiritual meaning to that, to something which was good and something to do about loved ones passing. And there's been 2 funerals this week of people that I know. It could be your spirit bug. Yeah, it could be. I might have to draw a grasshopper. But it was a baby one. I couldn't work out what it was, honest to God. I was like, is that a moth? I was like, no, it's not a moth. It's got legs, like jumpy legs. And I was like, it's not I really thought it was a little alien. Honest to God, I was like, oh my God, what is it? And I was like, oh, I think it's a tiny, tiny grasshopper. I don't even think you'd have seen it if I tried taking a picture. It was fairly big inside this was like minuscule, tiny little thing. Tiny on my bedside cabinet. I was like, what is it doing? Where's that come from? But I was on a field the other day, so maybe it got stuck in the air. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Little one's coming because I just thought I'd sneak up here. I know he's going to the toilet. Have you done your jigsaw? So, like I said, it's a movie being played out. It's a best blockbuster ever, and you're watching it. And that's what I was saying. What's really, I don't mean sad, saying to my dad last night, I said, I said, the people who don't get it and the people who are not seeing it, it's okay. They're in it. We're a part of it. But it's great if you're awake and you're watching it. Because when this comes out, because it will, and it will go down in history forever, and it will be told forever and spoke about for a very, very long time. It'll be like, we'll be the ones who'll be like, oh God, we can actually see it going on both sides. You know, it was like, oh, wow, it was bonkers. It was well played and everything. It was just, you know what I mean? I can't even express it to the people who are not into that side of it. Even, don't get me wrong, there's good people who are not following Q. It's nothing to do with that, but they don't understand because they don't research properly. They don't understand it is for the light. It's not for, oh, that side of the new world order, pretending. That's all that side say. But that doesn't bother me because, like I said, we know it's coming. We know that to light, it's all going to come out, and we will see the players for both sides. Even if that, you can look at that as a good thing because it's all waking everybody up anyway. So at the end of the day, don't worry too much. Start feeling into the energies because the energy of this is well exciting. You should be excited about what's coming, even though you're still going to see lies and a bit of crap coming. Kirstie Alley is tweeting about yeah, there'll be loads of celebrities tweeting out about stuff like that. I'm coming to see your jigsaw in a minute. Have you done your second one?
No.
No. Right, can you go and do it then? Because I'm going to come down now. You can't come on like that. No. You go down and I'll get you something in a minute. I'm going to come and see your jigsaws that you've done. Okay? Okay.
When's my daddy?
Don't know.
He later something. Text me and say, I'm going to Facebook.
Right, well, go on, Jigsaw. I'm going to see it in a minute. Check it.
Mom.
What?
Mom.
What?
Mom.
Yeah, just let me finish this stuff and I'll come and do it.
Come on.
It's right. Oh, yeah, so let me check it so you do it.
I love doing it.
Right, we'll go down then because you're going to get told off in it.
What do you mean?
Stop messing about. Sorry, kids. Yeah, Alec Baldwin was laughable. I've put that up on Facebook. Alec Baldwin screaming and shouting about Q, saying it's a psyop or whatever he's saying, which this is where people will wake up a lot when they see these celebrities talking about. It's like, really? This is why I say it's a great show. Yeah, and you'll get all these celebrities talking about the paedophilia and this, that, and different, shouting out that new because they are free to talk about it now. But I mean, there's even greater stuff coming than people finding out that that was real, because that's not a nice thing anyway. But you know, all the other things, like I say, we're watching it. Yeah, Alec Baldwin was absolutely laughable, but you can tell they're scared. They're scared. That's why they have to shout out about Q and say it's rubbish and it's this, that, and the other, because they're scared. They know what's coming. They can't stop it, and we're watching it. So, like I said, it's all right for the people who aren't awake. They're going to wake up anyway, or those people are waking up, or those people that don't believe that Q is a good thing. I don't care, because at the end of the day, it's going to be seen. Like I said, it was a tool to wake people up. It's going to get really exciting, and there's going to be no if, no buts that people are going to think, actually. You know, I mean, I'm around people all the time. People don't think, oh, well, what if it isn't part of the dark side? What if this was? Some people don't even think like that. What if? Yeah, what if? What if? Don't even want to be like a what if. But like I said, it's exciting times. Been told and told this again. You can feel it. You feel it in the air. Sang that the other day. You know, it only looks scary to people who are in fear and who are feeding into the bullshit of the mainstream media. But when you come away from that, you can clearly see, you know, this awakening's more than people think. Some people, even in Q, some people don't know it's beyond Q and beyond what they think it is. It is to do with your spirit, source, everything. Like I said the other day about being a good person, those people on that side just think they are literally God. We say we're like mini gods. I say mini gods and goddesses, because spirit comes through you, source comes through you, God comes through you, works through you. But they think they are God. Do you know what I mean? If anyone understands what I'm saying. So, like I said, don't get too caught up in all the, you know, my family's not waking up, this not waking up, because hi Seven Circle, because they are doing and they will do in the end. And still there's people out there go, yeah, but it's not a good thing for this to be outed. Well, yes, it is. That's the only way we have a new world, when this is outed, brushed up, swept away, put in the dumpster, and chucked out, you know, to rot, because that side will rot. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, and it's not too many people thinking about, yeah, I mean, we sort of do look at the future, but like, oh, I'm gonna do, it's about the now. It's about what's going on now. So, you know, thank you for loving our president so much, Dolly. We love you too. I do love you, president, and I don't care what people think out there, because I know there's people out there that watch me that, you know, don't believe he's a good guy, think he's for, I don't know, that side. I've been on this quite a bit, you know, with other people, with this, with the whole Q thing, and he's like the president of the world, and people can laugh at that, because they'll always come back with, just like I think that guy probably said on Laura Eisenhower, he's not a saviour, Q's not a saviour, he's not a saviour. No one ever said he was. He's a patriot of his country, like everyone should be a patriot of their own. It's your country first and then the rest of the world. Like he says, America first, then the rest of the world, because I'm in the UK, so it's not that I'm hating on the UK. I just know what comes from America comes over here. Last week, and hope they fall, we all fall. But people think that's bad, because they go, that's not nice to other countries. No, it's your own country first, but then we're still friends with our neighbours next door in different countries. It's just that you're not going to let your country go down, you know. But obviously, because a lot of us do research, we know what Trump is doing. We know Trump's a patriot and he's always loved America. He didn't want to see it fall. So, yeah, I can wholeheartedly hold my hand up and say, I do love Trump in a way of, you know, I'm not saying he's not said bad things or he's done that, but everyone's done and said bad things. You know, it's a part of growing up. It's a part of wanting to be a better person. This is one of the biggest things that would have turned him to be a good person. What he's doing, people go, oh, he looks ill, he looks tired. I'd look freaking tired if I had the world on my shoulders of knowing what's gone on, helping out, but knowing what's gone on beneath the ground and loads of other stuff, because it's very, like I said, layered. I mean, some people would give up. He's a very strong man, like a lion heart, to do what he's doing, and people will see. And I'll put that out as a very strong message. People will see, because that's how much I don't even know what the word is. That's just how much I feel that like I just said, we're watching a movie roll out. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. You're all honorary Americans, yeah. So we're sisters and brothers all over the world, do you know what I mean? We're not parted, we just live in different lands, do you know what I mean? But we are all brothers and sisters at the end of the day. So when we say America first and then the world, and that's what is going on. His life prepared for him for this year, and I think our lives have been prepared for us doing what we're doing right now. But there'll be more chat on that on Monday with Mindset Monday. But make Earth love again. Exactly, make Earth love again. I've got a cup that says where we go one, we go all, make Earth great again. And it's a cute cup. The left, they are compassionate haters. They are compassionate haters. They are compassionate haters. They are compassionate haters. They don't like anything loving, joyful, happy, anything like that. That's why I say do lots of it, because they hate it. They hate it. He loves his country and wishes to do well, and those who also love freedom. Exactly. He does. He never drank. No, he never drank or did drugs, because somebody in his family died of alcoholism and all that, and he didn't want to be like that. So when people say they don't research properly into Trump, they just lap up what the lamestream mafia media say about him. They don't do any sort of research. They start going to Google. I mean, I know we all go to Google. Start going to Google. Oh, look that. Oh, yeah, find out what Google was. Trump is a Slayer's a fox, brilliant, a true gene. He is. You have to be a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing, don't you? Because he is a genius. A very, very high chess player. His family history is really interesting. Yeah, people go on like they'll say, oh, such and such body was in his family, so that means he must be for the deep state. Well, like I said before, doesn't mean because you've got a family that you haven't got all good people in your family. It doesn't always work like that, does it? So, yeah, but you can change to the right side if you choose to. It's all about choice. It's all about free will. You can imagine those drunken, yeah. And this is why Trump never went to the after parties. He's been around people, obviously. He's had money. He's been around elites because he's had money. He's been around them circles. That doesn't mean he's a bad person. He didn't go to the after parties. The after parties where it happens with all that sort of stuff, when they drug you up and get you put in certain situations you wish you never got in. And that's how they blackmail people. I would say, if you've got the time, go and watch Atlas Shrugged. It only cost me £3 something, but Atlas Shrugged, the three of them, and you'll be like Charlie Freak said, you'd be like, yeah, my battery's going to go and I'll see you soon. Yeah, keep your vibrations high. Don't succumb to negativity. Don't succumb, even if people don't believe what you're saying and it brings you down a little bit, because that does happen. Just blast yourself back up again. It's a movie we're watching playing out. The movie's basically for the sleeping, to wake up. So I will see you very soon. Where we go one week, go all. Yeah, it doesn't attend parties and never like them. Yeah, because things happen at parties, don't they, sometimes? This is what people don't realise about when we said about food and that, and people, with alcohol drink. That's why I don't really drink a lot. I don't drink unless I'm going out, really. I've had a few recently, but I don't tend to, because I don't really need it. Keep your smile muscle strong. Exactly. Because there's a lot of people out there who aren't even happy in themselves. They can't even sit with themselves for 5 minutes of just being, like, still, like, just stop rushing about. 17 thumbs up, so I'll leave it at that. And it just went to 34, then it's got back down to 33, Christ consciousness, which was 7. Oh, it's doing it again. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's my favourite number, and then we've got 17, so that'll do. I'm going. So hi, everybody who's in, Chewbacca, and I'll see you very soon. So yeah, where we go one, we go all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.